Heather Marzigliano from Grace on Broadway, Grace on Design, and HP Distribution. So today we are going to redo this cute little cabinet. I got it at a flea market, and my grandmother asked me to please make her a little table for her living room to go in between two chairs, and she wanted it to have Havana Daze on it. So if you guys do not know, Havana Daze is by Grace on Design. I think I have a plan, but I'm not 100% sold. Let's see what we can figure out. This is Havana Daze. So it comes small. This is the companion paper, which is also very pretty. And this is Havana Daze in the large version, which is 24 by 36. So cute. Look, you can't even see me. Look, hi. Okay. Tons of fun colors. I was using Zephyr the other day, which is this pretty color. Isn't that pretty? So I thought that Zephyr would look pretty and kind of bring out, that's by Mrs. Lillian, who's our paint collaborator this month. So stay still. Crazy paint. Paper, stop it. Okay. Just so you guys can see where I'm going with the Zephyr, if this paper will ever cooperate. See, I think it'll work with like all these colors. And it'll kind of match with those. It'll be bright with those. Plus, it's not like too in your face blue or purple, or it's just one pretty color that'll go well. Alright, so look how pretty. I forgot to show you how pretty it is. Look how pretty Zephyr is outside the bottle. Such a pretty blue, right? Pretty blue. Alright. So what you didn't see is beforehand I cleaned this, and I also scuff sanded it. So I got any of the chipping paint off. I got the old paint lines off. Like, we got this prepped prior. I didn't just pop this on a table and we're gonna paint it. I actually did the prep before you guys. But I want you to see the one thing that has truly impressed me about Mrs. Lillian's paint is how quickly it covers. So I really want you to notice that's one coat. Literally one pass. Not even like a double pass, nothing crazy. This is literally, that's it, one coat. So now when something is painted like this, normally I would sand it all the way back because you can see it in our paint here. But we're gonna paper over it, so there was no need to do that, okay? But look at this. I mean, I'm going back and fixing this coat. I'm getting down here. But this is one pass. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That is, like, this is a bright green, orange, red. I mean, and we're just going right over it like it's not even there. Look at that. Amazing coverage. I'm gonna put this to the side. So I don't want to paint it. You know what, let's paint the back of the door too, because just in case we do paper. Now I might have changed my mind, but still I would rather it's kind of janky looking. So I think we should paint it anyway. Let's do this other side, and then if I need to grab my heat gun, I will. But I have a feeling we're getting to dry. So that's the other nice thing though about Miss Lillian's is there's a little bit more hang time. So if we wanted to blend or do anything, we would be able to without having to add water. Because the paint actually stays wet just a smidgen longer. So you can work it a little bit better. You can go back over, you can adjust your paint strokes, whatever you need to do. The coverage is insane. We went from this to this in one coat. And remember, we had all the words. We had like those pictures. So, this painted crazy fast while we were chatting even. This is one coat, which is crazy to me. One coat. I'm going to do the back. I don't need to do it right now. This is not quite dry enough yet to decoupage, but I'm going to go real quick and just get my heat gun, and then we can shoot. Let's get this dry. Now typically I'll let things dry on their own, but we're live and we want to do fun things. So we're going to cheat and use the heat gun. But if this were like real life, I would just let it dry. Now let's cut our paper. So let's cut. I'm going to cut just a little bit more than that much. And I'm going to, when we put it on, you'll see, I'm going to let it go over the top and over the edges. So that this way I don't have to measure perfect. Like we don't have to cut a perfect straight line. We don't have to kind of do anything crazy that way. We're going to put it just like that. Because I do like this kind of peeking out from this corner. Going that way. That'll be pretty. So this is my square by Zibra. I like it because it's not crazy huge and it's going to let us go exactly where we need to go. And I'm using Miss Lillian's Satin Luster. And we're going to go ahead and just put our top coat where we're going to put this strip of the companion paper. I'm going to go a little bit past. We want it... Oh my gosh, I just touched wet paint again. This is what I get for using the heat gun on the front and not the sides. We want it just past where we're going. You want a thin enough coat where it's not doing this weird runny stuff that this is doing. I don't know if you can see it, but you don't want it so thick that it starts to kind of run. You just want to find that kind of happy medium zone where everything is covered, but maybe not necessarily soaking and saturated. Here's our paper that we picked. I'm going to open the door so that I can get a little bit above. And I'm going to put this off into here first. And see how we're just a smidgen up? Now I'm going to start in this corner. Now, we have this little bit here. We do have a little wrinkling, which will happen. So I'm going to use my rad pad. And I'm going to work them out. Now I know some of the girls on our content team are working on some great ways to teach you guys how, when I'm using the wet method, you guys live here in the next day or two, this cool technique that she just learned. Alright, so that's on. There's a couple little wrinkles, that's okay. We're gonna go this way, okay? And we just need a tiny, tiny bit of flowers at the bottom. Like that much this time. Half of that much from before. I want this flower to fit. That is mostly what I want. So we'll do the bottom flowers. So again, we're using our top coat. Some of the wrinkles and such in decoupage do also go away as the paper dries, okay? And this actually ended up laying down really nice. Really nice. So now we have our top and we have our bottom. I'm going to cut this bit out of my way. One. So here, if we make this the line, just to get the card to fit in, it brings us basically to this doorway, which I think will be really pretty. I think that's a pretty transition line. So I'm just going to kind of run my nail here so I know where I want to end up. And that's where we're going to cut the paper. Perfect. That'll be cute, right? Here. Okay. So now let's put that one on. So this time we're going to go ahead and do the whole door with our top coat. We're using Miss Lillian satin. Alright, so we have the extra overhang over here. So again, we're going to start here because this is our hard start. So we're going to make sure our paper is lined up where we want it here. That was a little too exact. And again, when we're doing this part, our primary focus is to just make sure that we don't have air bubbles. Let's smooth this out. All right, so this is where we are at for today. All right, thanks for hanging with me while we did at least this much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.